You have successfully checked into your abundance timeline. Please relax, align, and allow everything you have claimed to arrive instantly. I know that little soft era, that relaxation, rejuvenation, incubation era was cute. It was needed. It was absolutely needed because now you are in that timeline that you have been preparing yourself for. I know that you can feel that there is something bigger than you that you are approaching. And it has been this test of our trust, of our devotion to ourselves, to our path, to our journey. You have completely surrendered to the divine timing of your life. And because of that, you have blessings on blessings on blessings that have been stacking as you have been rooting inward, rooting down into the earth, rooting into yourself. These lower chakra activations, this work internally has been all to prepare you for what you just walked into. And this isn't something ahead of you. This isn't something in the future. This is here and now. And it's 111 as I say this because it is true and you know this now. You have successfully stepped into your abundance timeline. All of this work you have been doing on yourself along your spiritual journey, but especially with these last few months that we just had, that year of the snake, the last few months of the year of the snake was a complete ego death, a complete dissolution of who you once were. You let yourself die and be rebirthed. And now you are here. And it's kind of like, where am I? What do you mean I'm here? What have I stepped into? And it's like this new energy you have, this new way that you carry yourself. It's a different kind of embodiment that you have that you did not have in the past. But you had to go through what you went through to prepare you what you are in now. It's like we needed that yin energy because the year of the fire horse is yang, 10,000. This is the year where you do not play small. You do not second guess yourself. You have no regrets. You step forward with confidence, with a sureness within yourself because you have gone deep enough within that you know that you can hold this abundance that you have called into your life. You know that you are grounded enough for a season like this. There are going to be things that approach you that you'll have to sit there and be like, dang, I thought about this entering my life. I thought about me doing this. I visualized me here. I visualized this conversation or this happening or this experience. And you've proven to yourself time and time again that you are a master manifester. There's less self-doubt. There's less room for negative inner chatter. There's less room for BS around you. There's less bandwidth for connections, habits, perspectives, emphasis on the connections and habits, like emphasis on everything actually, that just do not serve you. And you've made peace with that, the fact that you can love and uphold your boundaries, even if that comes with grief. It's your willingness. It's that devotion to your journey. It's this reclamation of the self. You have successfully stepped into your abundance timeline. Let's get into it. I know that this season of life could be more tender. It's more meaningful. You might feel more sensitive to life because these things are affecting you on a deeper level. Not like you're letting things cling to you and you're letting things get you off kilter. It's quite the opposite, actually. You have gone so far within yourself to the depth of your psyche. You have gone down this labyrinth of who you once were and discovered where many roots of your conditioning came from. You have discovered a new version of yourself. You have buried your old self. And now we ride at dawn. This is the year of the fire horse. At the time that I am reading these cards for you, we are at the very end of winter. We are approaching spring. There are some seasons of your life in which you need solitude to heal. You need solitude to grow. But now it's spring. And I see you doing exactly what it is you said you were going to do, but not needing validation from anything or anyone else outside of you. There's no external validation that you're seeking, because you know that it all comes from within. Your relationship with yourself is your priority. Ooh. Choosing yourself, I'm hearing choosing yourself has never looked so good on you. You're confident. You speak in complete sentences. You said what you said type of energy. I am who I am. And I'm not going to let anyone make me think otherwise. But it's not coming from a place of cockiness. And it's 555. There's this all, it's just high energy. This is a season that you have prepared for. Like, that soft era was cute, but now it is time for you to be active for the life you have created, the abundance that you have claimed, and to have the bandwidth to receive, to do. You have the bandwidth to keep up with your manifestations. And it's not like you have to run or sprint or frantically try to make ends meet. It's none of that energy. It's more of like this grounded, calm, confident, like sexiness about you. I was like, do I want to say that? But it's true. Your confidence is new. It looks good on you. And there's no desire to prove yourself, because you were in your cocoon for so long. You were doing that dirty inner work, that private inner work, the gruesome part of that ego death. That there was a point in time where you felt like you would need to reintroduce yourself to people, and maybe you were almost excited to reintroduce yourself to the world, but in a way that was unconsciously seeking external validation to say, look, I've changed, look, I've grown, look, I can, look, I'm capable. But that is gone. And so I see you floating in this abyss of know thyself. Does that make sense? It's almost like you felt like you were floating in this ocean of nothingness, and just trusting that you can float, and just trusting that I'm meant to be here for this period of time. Whether I completely understand in this very moment or not, you know that wisdom and lessons are naturally going to be extracted from your experiences simply because of who you are and how you navigate your spiritual journey. Things are about to pick up, ready or not. But you are ready. That's the thing. It's like, I can also see you feeling a little bit claustrophobic and maybe having moments of like these spikes of emotionality, maybe frustration of feeling like I'm ready for what's next. I feel the external expanding, but I want it now. I want to go now. I'm ready. I want to go. It's like little things might come up where you're like, see, that's my cue to go. But you will know the cue because it's calm. And it doesn't come with manic energy. It comes with a grounded calmness within yourself. Let's take that. It comes from, like, exactly though. I thought this was the Hierophant. I don't have my glasses on. I thought this was the Hierophant at first. But it's justice. Because I feel you making peace with life. Simply put, I see you making peace with certain people that are in your life are just who they are. And when you accept people fully, sometimes that means you just can't fuck with them anymore. But I see you accepting your grievance. I see you accepting people for who they are. And sometimes you just cannot fuck with them anymore. But you're choosing yourself. You're choosing yourself. I was about to say so aggressively, but so passionately. You're choosing yourself passionately. This is an era of life in which you cannot play small anymore. And I see you not wanting to play small. It's like, what's that K1 song where she's like, or bite me. I don't want to be humble no more. You do have a humble nature about you, but I think it's imperative that you let yourself be seen and that you accept the kind things people say about you. You accept the compliments people give you. When people recognize your power, accept it. You don't have to be cocky and be like, yeah, I know. It's like, you do know. But you're a leader. You have this grounded energy about you that is making you, that has made you, that does make you magnetic for everything you claim, for everything you desire. Everything you desire desires you more. But it's not just empty desires, fleeting desires, lustful desires. It's not like that. It's more so like, I want what I want, and that's just that. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of just like, I can have everything I dream of because I know that I'm worthy. Like this energy you have stepped into, this new human skin, this new version of yourself requires you to become more acquainted with yourself. It's still this inward process, this inward journey. It's not about, I need to reintroduce myself to the world. I could see you kind of just like, pack my bags, I'm gonna go. And you're not running away because things are difficult or uncomfortable or there's friction or you feel claustrophobia. It's more so like, I've made my peace with the fact that I have outgrown this container, whatever that may be for you. But you know that the cue will arrive and it will be this inner knowing. It will be calm. It will be like, oh, okay, go. And I see you not trying to be such a perfectionist. I see you not being such a, like, you don't need to wait for perfect. Perfect doesn't exist. Perfect is a mental construct. Perfect does not exist. You literally are the magician. You are the alchemist of your life, and you know that. And you're moving with this calm, confidence, grounded energy because you know that you are adaptable AF. You know that you will learn from every experience. Nothing is ever wrong. You see everything as neutral. You don't call things wrong because you know what that creates. You choose love and alignment. You move with love and alignment. It's like this perpetual life of alignment. You have stepped into that timeline. You stopped identifying with pain, with past traumas, with people who have wronged you. You have learned to not need closure in order for you to move on peacefully with your life. Let's get some more. Let's tap into this energy because it's high. It's grounded. It's high vibrational. You are high vibrational. And I see you being so comfortable being who you are, being unique, being different. You don't need others to understand you. Have you ever seen that thing online where it's like, believe all that negative shit you heard about me and leave me alone? That's you. Where you're like, I don't need approval from anyone. I don't need anyone's permission. Use your discernment with this message. But you're not needing that approval, that understanding from anything outside of you. I'm also hearing don't overcompensate by shutting your heart off from the world, becoming less trusting, less open, more hermit, more reclusive. We don't need more of that. We don't need more of that. It's time for you to be outside, perceived. It's time for you to be perceived by the world because you know that you have magic in your blood. You do. You know that you are meant for so much more. And you being seen is an act of like following your North Node. Following your highest passion, your highest good. This is a journey of self-discovery. And I see this year of the fire horse, you being less identified with your ego, seeing you recognizing your defensive tendencies, maybe working so much on yourself that you almost don't want to let anyone's input enter you. Like, be mindful of that protective barrier. Like, it's necessary to keep you protected, but also be mindful of when it gets too thick, when it gets too intense, when it's repelling things, period, rather than it just being like repelling the things that are not meant for you. The things that are not meant for, like, you don't need to aggressively have that protective barrier around you, because the things that are not meant for you simply will not be in your life. Period. You're powerful. You are magic. You are a human with powers. Let's get some more clarity on this year of the fire horse. The day that I am filming this reading, I'm setting the intention that this is only going to find you when you have clear channels, when you have clarity within yourself. You're not frantically searching for clarity, because it comes with time, and I see you resting in that stillness. You're not letting anxious or manic moments guide you. I see you really on a cellular level, on a soul level, knowing that it is simply energy in motion and that you can channel it into something beyond you. It doesn't have to define you. You don't have to let these emotions linger or feel like you're regressing because you have a moment that isn't like positive, super high energy. You're human. And also it's balance. It's like the good does not exist. It's yin and yang. It's a little bit in both. The good does not exist without the bad. Bad. You know, it's neutral. It's neutral. It's really just how you perceive things. But I see you graduating from even language like that, because you know that so deeply that it's almost like when people try to tell you things, you're recognizing a certain level you're on. I'm not trying to say like there's people that are beneath your level, but like, let's be real, there are levels to this. And some people are at a certain level and you are at a certain level, and there's no shame in that. You don't have to shame others, but I would encourage you to let go of people and situations that, is that what I think it is? Hold on, let me finish my thought before I get too excited. I see you letting go of literally everything that doesn't serve you. And I could see friendships kind of dissolving. It's not like you feel like the need to have like this confrontational, heartfelt, come to Jesus moment. It's not like that. It's more of like, I've changed and I've grown. People change when they grow. And we just don't resonate. We don't vibrate at the same frequency anymore. That's real. That's quantum energetics. That is physics. Literally. You're just at a different level in life now. And it's fruitful. You say you want luxury. You can have it. But that requires you to change your habits. It requires you to change your perspectives. It requires you to show up differently. It requires you to choose evolution over repetition of cycles. But it's like, you know that, and look at where you are now. Here. Literally, the world is yours. There's a lot that is going to happen. I know you have certain goals and ideas that you have in mind, but I have a feeling that this year is going to take you in not the a lot was just about to come out. It's not the opposite direction, but it's the direction in which you intend to go, but it's going to happen in a way that you do not know. And we have the 6 of Cups at the bottom. What? And then the 2 of Cups? What? Connections. You're going to have new friends in your life. Ooh, you have to let go of people in your life that you don't resonate with anymore. You can't be around people who call themselves broke. You can't be around people who are self-deprecating. You cannot be around people who are complacent. Who are like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, I know you get what I'm saying. You cannot afford anyone in your life that would be perceived as a liability. And by that, I mean people who are negative, people who complain, people who whine, people who don't rest at a place of gratitude. You need to surround yourself by people who are grateful, because when you have moments of sinking, yes, you can lift yourself up, but community is important. Community matters. You can thrive in community, and I see you thriving in connections, a year from now, you will look back at this very moment and realize that this was the moment that everything changed in your favor because of your own actions, but the universe is conspiring in your favor. So whether you think you can or you can't, you are correct. And then beneath that, okay, this is getting crazy because look at this. We have the Fool, we have the Six of Wands. You are taking a huge leap of faith in life. And it quite literally, the only way that this can go is in your favor. It might not be exactly the way in which you want it to happen, but it ultimately will be in your favor. You feel me? Like it's all going to be new experiences. And I could see you kind of letting your guard down, but that vulnerability, you feel safe in your vulnerability. You can say, I see you letting people in a way that you kind of guarded yourself from. I see you making like new connections and just letting yourself be curious about people because you learn about yourself when you learn about others. Everyone truly is your guru. And so I see your heart opening more because you're letting the shift happen. Does that make sense? You're letting yourself change. You're letting yourself evolve. And you could feel brand new. And we have a lot of Aries energy in this year of the fire horse. And that's very on brand. Are you serious? And I'm hearing that Aries season specifically, the Aries new moon. So when we have a new moon, the sun and the moon are in the same sign. When we have a full moon, the sun and the moon are in sister signs. So in Aries season, the sun and moon, new moon, will both be in Aries. When we have a full moon in Aries season, sun in Aries, moon in Libra. Yes, Libra. And I feel like that is going to be a really potent time for you to make decisions that push you forward, that catapult you forward, literally. Leap and the net will appear. I see you trusting and putting your faith in source, whatever that means for you. You are source. You are a reflection of our source. And you're walking with this power, this clarity about yourself. Like you've come too far to turn back, literally. But look, abundance is calling. Are you going to pick up? Overflow, excess. You are checked in to your abundance timeline. Wow. I see your heart opening, heart activation. And I was bringing up Aries season because that seems like a really prominent time about decisions. The latter half of March and the first half of April is our Aries season. We have the spring equinox when we go from Pisces season into Aries season. That's when the zodiacal, the astrological new year is. And it's 23. Like there's just, like these numbers are just little synchronicities, confirmations, but you also know that nothing is random. And so I see your eyes wide open. Your heart is wide open. Your mind is wide open. And I can see you recognizing your defensive tendencies. And by that, it's like your ego trying to protect you from debris, intruders, false fallacies. Like those are words that are just like coming to me right now that I feel. And it just feels like this is your time to keep calm and carry on. Literally. Keep calm, carry on, choose yourself. You are not selfish for choosing yourself. Again, use your discernment. Use your discernment. Come from a place of clarity. Come from a place of equality. Be honest, communicate. This is going to be a year of really pushing your communication. It's going to clock your communication. Do you withdraw? Are you passive? Are you passive aggressive? Are you aggressive? Are you emotionally led? Are you more stoic? Do you see yourself having emotions? Do you intellectualize your emotions rather than feeling it? Do you feel shame surrounding your emotions, as in like don't trick yourself into thinking that having moments of weakness, that's not even the right word. It's not even weakness. It's just these moments of like anger, frustration, annoyance. When you have moments of like that, like you literally alchemize it into wisdom. So do not fear that. Do not feel like you're regressing because you have that moment. It's about what you do with that energy. It's not about sitting there and dwelling and sinking and wallowing and pitying yourself, victimizing yourself, or bypassing things and like pushing it away so you don't really feel it. It's about that middle ground of, I feel, it's like a high level of metacognition. It's like you feel your emotions and you're able to be like, I'm feeling this because that's what metacognition is. So you recognize that maybe you feel triggered, you feel flustered when people do XYZ. When certain things make you feel like people don't see you, maybe people doubt your intelligence that's coming through right now for some reason. I'm just seeing you being so you, in your bag, in your lane, doing what you do. It's all about you. You're saying goodbye to literally everything that no longer serves you. And I know that is something we often hear frequently in the spiritual community. Let go of what no longer serves you. But I'm serious. Write down the things that drain you. Write down the connections where afterwards you feel like maybe you over-explain yourself, or maybe you feel like they don't understand you, or maybe you feel like you have tendencies to try to prove yourself. And then write down the connections that overflow your heart with gratitude, effortless connections, effortless things. And going back to Aries season, I have a feeling that Aries new moon, that Libra full moon is going to be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not drastic, but like radically stepping into your power. This is a new timeline. You are going somewhere else. You are going places. That could be a change in job, a change in location where you live, new connections, new income sources seems like a big one. Income is going to be an influx. Booked and satisfied. I don't want to say booked and busy because it's like you don't need to overextend yourself. You don't need to be scattered. You don't need to be doing a million different things. It's more so like you've been taking the time to find what works for you, what fuels you, and choosing that rather than the things that seem like the right decision. I see you making decisions from a place of really choosing yourself. Really choosing yourself. And with that, sometimes comes the ending of connections. Sometimes with that comes the ending of, I feel like the connections part, the relationships part is a big one. There's been shifts in relationships, and there's just a certain way that you carry yourself that it just doesn't resonate with who you once were and what you once did and the way you once saw yourself and the way you once saw life. You navigate differently now. Everything is conspiring in your favor. Your only task now is to keep your channels open, to check your ego, to recognize when things are here to guide you. Recognize like the wisdom in your experiences, the wisdom that you have gained through your experiences. This is a year of rapid transformation. You are going to leave this year of the fire horse feeling like a completely different version of who you are today when you watch this video. And so it is.